Hi, this is Sean Henricksen here from the Sean Henricksen Law Firm, where we help good people like you avoid the devastating consequences of criminal charges. Today, we're going to be talking about indecent exposure and why you definitely want to fight any indecent exposure that you may get charged with. Before we get to that, we do have a free download for you. It's 5 things you should be doing right now if you've been arrested. There's a link down in the description below. If you click on that link, we will send that right out to you. In Texas, somebody commits indecent exposure if they expose their anus or genitals with the intent to arouse or gratify the sexual desire of any person, and they're reckless about whether another is present who will be offended or alarmed by his act. That's the way the penal code describes it. So basically, there are 3 things that need to happen for you to be guilty of indecent exposure. The first of those is that you're exposing your anus or your genitals. The second is that you are reckless about whether or not somebody else is present who may or may not be offended by that. And the third is you have to do that with the intent to arouse either yourself or somebody else. Now, the reason you don't want to be charged with indecent exposure, or if you are charged with indecent exposure, why you really want to fight it, is if you're found guilty 2 times, then you will actually have to register as a sex offender. And the first time, it can be either deferred adjudication or conviction. That gets them halfway to making you register as a sex offender. But the second time actually has to be a conviction. It can't be deferred adjudication. So if this is your second indecent exposure charge, and the first one, whether you got a conviction or deferred adjudication, you definitely don't want a conviction on that second one, or else you're going to have to register. One question that I get a lot as a defense attorney is if they get caught peeing in public, are they going to be charged with indecent exposure or have to register as a sex offender? And the answer is probably not, because most people who are using the restroom in public aren't doing it to arouse themselves or somebody else. They're doing it because they just need to use the restroom. And so that element is missing, so it doesn't really fit with indecent exposure. It does fit a lot better with another charge, which is disorderly conduct. That is a Class C misdemeanor, so the same level as a speeding ticket. You would not have to register as a sex offender for that. And for disorderly conduct, they just have to show that you exposed either your anus or your genitals, and there was somebody who may be offended by that. If they can show those, then maybe they've got a case for disorderly conduct, but probably not for indecent exposure. If you have any questions about indecent exposure in Texas, or if you're being charged with a crime here in San Antonio, you can click the link down in the description below and schedule a free consultation with me. I'd be happy to answer any questions about your case and let you know if we can help you out with it. Or you can give us a call at 210-942-4997. Have a great day.